Hi, my name is Bhuvnesh, and in this video, we learn to build our first AI solution. So in this video, we learn how to turn those ideas into well-researched, factually correct data, and then post them on our blog. Actually, let me show you a quick demo before I go into how this whole structure was created. So let's say you go to Slack, and for now I'm using Slack as the tool where I'll just collate my ideas. You could use Notion, you could use several other note taking apps, so it won't matter much. So let's think of some idea. Actually, yesterday I was reading about this different waves of AI that are coming in. So how about we write about it? What is the third wave of AI? Okay, and what's next? Okay, so this is something very basic. You could give it more context, but for now, just whatever comes to your mind, you just post it in a channel like this, and then you'll have a block draft ready for you. So as you see, for right now, I have scheduled it to collate all these thoughts and ideas that I get by 5 p.m. and it will run at 5 p.m. to create all this. But for now, we'll just run it once and just see. So you see right now, this step, the Perplexity is doing a research on this topic. And the reason we are using Perplexity is because this tool, it's a AI, it's a Google AI. It just gives you all the data that is factually correct and that is available on web with supported references and articles. So this is done. So now ChatGPT, OpenAI is creating a blog. So right now you see this is my blog. It's a simple one that I've created. And okay, so yeah, it has been posted. So let's see. Okay, so that the draft is ready here. I guess there's something of a bit this HTML thing that needs to be sorted out. I can do that later. That would need to be done in the make.com workflow. Okay, so understanding the third way of AI. Yeah, looks good actually. And you see this has also given references from where it's picking this up. Okay, sounds good to me. This looks good. This is something at least which gives me a rough sketch on which I can then modify this or at least take some inspiration. So I am still beyond where I was on the idea front. And this is something that you'll get this ready. Yeah, you just, a thought comes to your mind, you write it on a tool and you have a system ready for you. How cool is that, right? So let's very quickly see how the system gets created. This is a bit simplistic one. So everything starts with a trigger. So our first trigger is Slack. So within this Slack, I have used that watch public channel messages. I'm not going into the complete details. If you want to see this created from scratch, how to do everything, just comment in the video and I'll create one for that. But right now I'm just going through this very quickly. All right, so you have a connection, you authenticate your connection with Slack, then you use the input method as select from a list of channels. So I have these different channels. So if you remember, I had posted it in ideas to blog, right? So that's where. And this one, once this is done, you see I have set this up for every day at 5 p.m. Now with Perplexity, you connect this. Next step is to go there, you connect Perplexity. Just note that for this, you will need to sign up for Perplexity, get your API key from there. You'll just need to pay $1 as an account balance because to be able to use this API, but that $1 gets used for several of these requests. So it's not a big deal. So within this, you use the action that is a create a chat completion. There are different models. You can use any one of these. For right now, it doesn't matter for us. So within this, there is a message where I put this prompt. So the prompt is analyze the following topic. What is the topic? This is the one, which is from Slack that we took. What is the third way of AI? So you just click here, it gets come. So we are referencing it. Please provide key factual data statistics. So this whole of the, you can modify the prompt to do a better research. And if you, let's say, if that you're going to capture in Slack, then you can actually modify this prompt in a very specific way. Right now, you'll see I have made this prompt very generalized. So even the output that we got for our blog was a bit generalized one. All right. So once this is there, you choose the role as the user and you do it. Okay. Now, the next step is you go to ChatGPT, you create one, generate blog, create again. Here you add your OpenAI account. You need to have an OpenAI key. So in the method that we are using is create a chat completion. Okay, I use the latest model. You could use, you can test and try with several other models. So you see there are ChatGPT 4. This one latest system is a bit pricey, but of course the output that it gives is more structured and the language is better. But you could use ChatGPT 3.5 Turbo. A lot of people use that. And then, because if you are going to modify the blog by yourself, it's a good idea to use 3.5, and then you make changes to the blog as you want. So you choose the role as the user. Okay, so the prompt here is important because this is the major creation that is happening here. So use the following research data, create a powerful value-adding data enriched this, writing requirements. All right. So I also, if you see, I wrote a prompt specifically that includes citations in the blog from here. Actually, I forgot to show you what was the output of Perplexity when it did the research. So you go to choices, messages. Okay, so this is the research that it did, and this was fed into ChatGPT, OpenAI, and from there on, it used all of this information. It didn't go to specific links, it just used all of this information to create the blog. All right, now you see there are, now that's what I'm realizing, that it has given citations 1, 2, 3, and ChatGPT just use those, which it should not. So I could just write that in prompt that do not use those citation numbers, do not just copy paste the data from there. Yeah, so you see Perplexity does a good research. Actually, it's way better than using OpenAI ChatGPT for this, and you get all this data, then ChatGPT uses it. Our prompt can make a lot of difference and the kind of output that ChatGPT produces. And then we have Medium. I connected my Medium account. Within this, I chose the content format as HTML. In this content, I chose the output. The output is from choices and the message content. So this is the actual output. And we actually also see this is where the ChatGPT is giving the wrong, I mean, it's not formatting it correctly. So there's something I'll have to look at it a bit later. But yeah, and within this public status, so there are two. So either you want this to post it, then you could just write public here and your article will get posted. But I don't want that to happen, so I put draft here. So your article would be and your blog would be in a draft. All right, this is what the system was. It was not that difficult, and trust me, if you want to start exploring building several AI solutions, whatever comes to your mind, you want to build it, make.com is a good platform for you to start using it, trying it out, play it out. I would, if you want this template, I can share this blueprint of this where you'll get all the prompt and everything with you. You don't have to write it, you can modify it later. And what you need to do is import the blueprint. When you go to make.com, you import the blueprint. I'll put the blueprint in the description section, so you can have a look from there. All right, so there are several other exciting videos that are coming in that we will be exploring different kind of workflows in make.com using AI. So stay tuned and subscribe to the channel. All right, have a good day. Bye.